Next, we have Aspire Biopharma Holdings, Inc., trades on the NASDAQ under the symbol ASBP, and has developed a disruptive technology through a novel soluble formulation which addresses emergencies, drug efficacy, dosage management, and response time. Please welcome its CEO, Kraig Higginson. Welcome to the conference, Kraig. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's great to be here, and appreciate being here this morning or this afternoon, whichever part of the world you find yourself in. Before we get too far down the road, I'd like to just introduce myself. My name is Kraig Higginson. I am Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Aspire Biopharma Holdings, Inc. As was introduced, we're a company that is bringing a disruptive technology, a positive disruptive technology to the marketplace. We trade under the NASDAQ symbol of ASBP, and I'm excited to make this presentation this morning. First of all, before we do that, I want to hit the safe harbor statement, the obligatory statement that I'm going to be making forward-looking statements in this presentation, which I will be, and a couple of the video clips also will make some forward-looking statements. And I'll give you just a second to finish reading that, and then we'll move on. I want to just start with a very quick 30-second piece that will give you a little bit of a energy boost and an understanding of where we are as a highlight. So as a quick overview, we're a NASDAQ Global Markets company. We've said that. Science team that we've assembled is second to none in the world, has developed a disruptive technology that we believe is going to be a fairly dominant thing in the biotech space going forward. We have market opportunities that are north of $100 billion. We're a contract manufacturing. We use contract manufacturing for our manufacturing process, keeps our overhead low and keeps us lean and mean in the development of further products as we go forward. We're going to talk a lot about sublingual aspirin today, and that is the one product that we'll speak mostly to. The investment considerations that you're looking at is we're a mid-stage biotech company. We're not a new idea. We're not a new to the biotech space. We've been working on this product now, and Dr. Zandu has been working for in excess of 10 years on this product development. We expect to get through layers of clinical trials, and our first revenues are expected in 2025.
At Aspire Biopharma, we're pioneering a new frontier in medicine delivery systems, where effectiveness meets innovation. Our proprietary, patent-protected nanotechnology, developed by Dr. James Zandu, offers a breakthrough in how medications are delivered and absorbed by the body. Currently being manufactured by Glant Labs, this innovative sublingual technology delivers medication directly into the bloodstream, fast, efficiently, and with minimal or no side effects. Unlike tablets or capsules, our sublingual delivery systems bypass the gut and liver, offering rapid absorption into the bloodstream in just a few minutes. This means faster relief with lower doses and fewer complications. Clinical trials of Aspire's first aspirin product are starting next week, and based on those trials, we expect to file a 505(b)(2) application with the FDA this summer. Our flagship product, a sublingual aspirin, is a natural non-GMO product designed for rapid pain relief and safe daily use with lower dosages. Whether it's managing chronic migraines, aiding in rehabilitation, or offering an alternative to opioids, our product delivers results in minutes. This is especially important in light of aspirin's well-documented anticoagulant effect in the treatment of heart attacks, where every minute counts. Packaged in small single-dose packets, aspirin products dissolve under the tongue in seconds. No water, no pills to swallow, no waiting. Just immediate, effective relief on demand. Aspire's technology isn't just about pain management. We're bringing our fast-acting sublingual delivery system to the booming $60 billion fitness and wellness market with our pre-workout energy booster and a cognition-enhancing caffeine product that can help boost performance and focus for athletes and professionals alike.
I use it to give me energy, just to kind of get me in the mode of working out. It helps me to have more energy right away, which is really helpful to kind of get out of all the other things I was doing and get into work mode. I think it helps psychologically, but also physically. Caffeine is great, and really anything that can give you a good boost helps you with your endurance and how you go about your workout, your intensity. It's a lot easier to get right into your workout. You're not having to wait for 30 minutes, 40 minutes for it to work. So it's a lot more helpful, especially when you're on the go and you don't have time to plan too much before your workout. Like me, as a mom and as a grad student and as a business owner, I don't have a lot of time. I sometimes do have to go right into my workout when it makes sense for me. So this makes it a lot more convenient for me.
I'm a mother of 3, and so with that, I try to stay in shape, be active, have a super proactive lifestyle, but I need that extra boost and energy so I can have a good, strong, solid workout. This works so fast. I take my pre-workout, and then I put on my spin shoes, and I'm good to go. So I'll do my spin class for about 45 minutes, and I can have a solid workout with some good cardio.
The science behind Aspire is clear. Bypassing the first pass metabolism through sublingual absorption means we preserve potency and reduce risk. Tablets and capsules can lose up to 90% of their effectiveness as they're processed by the liver. Any product using our delivery technology avoids that entirely. And there's more at stake than just efficiency. Long-term oral painkillers have been shown to cause liver and gut damage, 2 systems critical to immune function and overall health. Aspire's approach protects those systems, working in harmony with the body's natural processes. With patent-pending sublingual nanodelivery, Aspire Biopharma can help make today's most essential drugs even more effective and faster acting. This is more than a pharmaceutical innovation. It's a movement towards smarter, safer healthcare. Join us. Invest in better health with better technology. Aspire Biopharma, delivering real relief right when it's needed most.
So just as a quick overview of the technology, what I want to make perfectly clear going into this presentation is you're going to see a lot about our application with aspirin. Very important, very life-changing for many people. But understand that that is only one of many verticals that we are going into in the marketplace today. So our product isn't aspirin. Our product is making aspirin better. You may have remembered the old BASF ads of old where they say we don't make whether it's a basketball or whatever it was, we make them better. That's really how you have to look at Aspire Biopharma as a technology. We don't make aspirin, we make it function better. It gets to your system faster. It is more effective, and it avoids the pathway that causes the most damage for aspirin in the system. Our technology delivers fast-acting drug formulations of many kinds using our patent-pending methodology and proprietary process. We have a new mechanism of delivery which allows rapid sublingual absorption directly into the bloodstream. We hear and see a lot of sublingual conversations about drugs and people that are using sublingual absorption in their technology and in what they're proposing. What I can tell you is ours is actually delivering it in the mouth directly to the bloodstream, which is significant. We're fast acting, we're water soluble. It dissolves quickly under your tongue and gets into the system. We have the ability to manage dosages better than others. We bypass the digestive tract. That's a big issue with not only aspirin, but with many of the drugs. Those become some of the most problematic for most drugs that are out there, is the damage that they can do to the GI tract, including liver, kidneys, all of the systems that we have in our GI tract. This is easy to use. And I will just, again, you saw some on the video, but this is just a small pack. You tear it, you place it under your tongue, you're done. It's administered and it gets fast and directly into the bloodstream. This is a diagram that shows your mouth and the bloodstream pathways. A lot of people don't realize how many big veins and arteries are in your mouth. Again, heretofore, people can't access those in the mouth directly in any significant way. Some people will say, oh, well, we absorb sublingually in the mouth, but I'm here to tell you that the reality is they're not penetrating into the bloodstream and getting it directly into the bloodstream in any therapeutic levels in the mouth without utilizing our technology. As key to this is we avoid damage to the GI tract and damage to the liver by having it absorbed in the mouth, not going into the gut, not going in through the GI tract and causing those kinds of problems. So again, direct mouth to bloodstream pathways, we open those up. Our pipeline and planned 2025 milestones are we're currently in the process next week into our first human clinical trials under FDA regulation direction. This happens next week. We have done lots of testing prior to that, but this will be our first official testing with FDA. We will file the 505(b)(2) application shortly thereafter, sometime late, probably quarter two of 2025. We'll request fast track approval, and we expect to have that and hope to have that by year end for the aspirin product. High dose sublingually administered aspirin for pain relief and for other applications of aspirin is what we'll have in place, hopefully by end of 2025 approved. We next are going to be going straight to, we're currently paralleling with low dose aspirin and hope to get that into the clinical trials by fall of 2025. Some of the non-aspirin prescription drug products that we're working with right now and have formulations for some of these, testosterone, for example, administered sublingually. I no longer will have to stick a needle in me to get my testosterone formulation, and it'll get more effectively into my system. We have phase 1 clinical test planned for third quarter of 2025 for that. We have a sublingual semaglutide formulation. That's a very popular thing happening out there. You're starting to see some of the feedback and some of the negative aspects of semaglutide formulations that are out there today, again, being things that are attacking the gut and the GI tract. We're going to avoid those. The studies in that area for migraine headaches, we've got erectile dysfunction drugs that are going to be coming out again in the later part of this year. And we have non-prescription products. Now, some people don't recognize it, but the non-prescription products that we're playing in, the world we're playing in there, are in excess of $200 billion in size. Our first product is a planned pre-workout supplement that features what you saw on the video. We're testing it, and we have lots of people that are utilizing that in today's world and finding great success with that, as you saw in the video. We expect to launch that product into the market in 2025. Could come sooner than later. And we'll be keeping people posted as to the progress of all of this through press releases and so forth. We're working with a sublingual melatonin sleep aid product. I happen to have that one right here in my hands. We just got the delivery of the first packets for that. That's expected to launch in 2025 as well. As you can imagine, melatonin has always been a great sleep aid, but if you can open it up, put it under your tongue, and then go to bed and have it working in your system very quickly, it gives us the opportunity to get a good night's rest and not have to wait around for a drug to start working. Sublingually, we're going to be administering vitamins. We're starting with vitamin D, E, and K. And those are, again, that's a big marketplace. The vitamin space is many billions of dollars, and we're going to be going into that at a pretty quick clip in 2025. The market opportunities of us, as I've talked about, literally just the global analgesics market, the global opioid analgesics market, erectile dysfunction and pre-workout. Again, hundreds of billions of dollars in this space, not counting what we're going to be doing in the vitamin space. Pre-workout is a really fun one to look at because it's a fairly new market category. It's up to $19.9 billion in 2023, expected to be $30 billion in 2032. So it's rapidly growing, and we believe that we have the best solution and the best product for the pre-workout market. Easy to use and fast acting. Now, this chart is one that we need to particularly pay close attention to. And again, this is regarding our aspirin product, but it shows something that's very significant. Right here in the chart, in this yellow box, shows our product on the blue line and a generic aspirin product on the yellow dotted line, the best generic we could find on the yellow dotted line, or red dotted line. And you can see that in the first 2 minutes, we become therapeutic. We eclipse the availability, the bioavailability of the product in the system above what normal aspirins are being taken today. So we have a rapid absorption, rapid delivery to the system, and that becomes extremely critical in the case of things like heart attack, stroke, and the ability to get that into your bloodstream fast. If you can imagine having a heart attack yourself or a loved one you're watching have a heart attack, or in a restaurant or in an airplane. I've had most of those experiences in my life, and it's pretty, you feel pretty helpless to help anybody. This product is going to help those people by getting into their bloodstream quickly, and I believe will save many lives in the heart attack space alone. So as a background, and again, still talking about aspirin, it is one of the most studied drugs in the world. It's been around for over 100 years. It's the most studied, understood drug that's out there, and it's got universal approval for its use. In the past, aspirin has caused GI bleeding and has limited the long-term oral use and is severely diluted by the first pass metabolism by the liver. So the things that are bad about aspirin, there are many things that are good. The things that are bad about aspirin, we've solved for. Our sublingual aspirin is expected to provide fast absorption, eliminate the GI tract side effects, which are the bad side effects of aspirin, and avoid first pass liver metabolism, which robs the body from a lot of the aspirin and the availability of it. This proof of concept chart, we did these tests a couple of years ago. Again, it showed very simply the availability of our drug to the body, to the system. As you look at that chart there, it shows 0 to 2 minutes. Our product is into the body, beginning to be therapeutic within 2 minutes. In 2 to 10 minutes, the regular aspirin is still not even available in the body. Ours is up to, for high therapeutic level, 7.7 milligrams per deciliter. and so on. You can see that chart. The speed and level of absorption into the blood due to our new delivery system is significantly higher and represents a disruption to the normal aspirin with our technology, and a disruption in a very positive way. The clinical trials we're going into, I've talked a little bit about. We are set up to do those. We have our CRO has put in place a very positive test protocol that we'll be starting next week, delivering our product into the human trials in multiples of people. So the timeline is next week for that. We expect that process will go for about 4 to 6 weeks all in. Most of the blood draws and all the tests of the stuff in the system will be completed in about 2 to 4 weeks. And then we'll have all the analytics that take place after that. And then question of, is our budget for our clinical trials funded? Yes, they are. The clinical trials we're in are fully funded, and we're moving forward with those. So our product commercialization and go-to-market strategy, that's a real important thing. We'll launch initially into the RX market or the drug market for the aspirin product, and we'll follow that by entering the over-the-counter market later. We expect we are partnering with experienced end-to-end marketing and distribution firms, and we have significant potential licensing opportunities with aspirin with leading drug manufacturers. If you're familiar with the McKinsey study that was done in January of this year regarding the pharma companies, the large pharmas, many of them, if not all of them, are now looking outside of their companies to acquire technologies versus developing them in-house. They still continue to develop a lot of good drugs in-house, but they are looking outside for other technologies. We think this provides a significant opportunity for Aspire. Again, a quick snapshot of the market opportunity in just analgesics. You can go to the bottom there, and it's a $98.9 billion market in just 2 years. Just opioids, analgesics marketplace, which is where we're playing right now on the drug side. We think it affords us a big opportunity for that space. And I'm going to say it one more time, just so everybody's very clear on this point. We are not manufacturing opioids. We are not manufacturing aspirin. We take those products that are in the marketplace very successfully and significant in the marketplace, and we make them better, safer, faster delivery, stronger for the body, better for the body, and less damaging to the body. That is our business. And that business operates in dozens of silos of products. Aspirin, opioid, and analgesics being just one of many that we're working in. So as people in this conference look to make an investment decision and possible investment out there, we have, as you see, a very large addressable market with just one silo. We believe that's going to be very successful, and we believe that the other things are going to follow on and be equally or more successful. Aspirin was an easy first start in penetrating the market because it is so well studied and so well known. We continue to work on other products, as you noted, that we'll continue to enter into the marketplace with. Our over-the-counter version for these will come following that, and we could go over the counter with the aspirin product fairly quickly right now, but we're going to come out with the drug version of it first, and then we'll enter it as a monograph, existing monograph. We are the first prescription strength version of aspirin that utilizes this technology. We developed it. We think it's going to be significantly disruptive and positive for the aspirin and analgesics and opioid markets. It's going to enable the ability to pursue other broadened applications that we're working on using our soluble process and our proprietary technologies. So that is our business. And I may have just clicked out of the presentation inadvertently, but if not, thank you for participating with us today. And I'm happy to answer any questions as we go forward.
Wonderful. Great job. Yes. Let's jump into questions. I want you to share your go-to market strategy. So if you are successful in getting FDA fast track approval for your high dose aspirin product, what's next?
That's a great question. I think I introduced a couple of things in the presentation, but let me just be specifically. We have several other drug products that are in the process now, one being testosterone, one being erectile dysfunction drugs, or others being melatonin. There are several that are in our pipeline right now. So we are in the process of launching other products as we speak. Not to mention the non-drug products that we're working with that are faster through development because we don't have to go through the multiple years of FDA approvals, such as melatonin, such as our pre-workout product, which I believe it's going into a $20 billion marketplace. And I believe it's second to nothing else out there because it is so simple in the way that you can just take this, open it, put it under my tongue, start my workout, and I have the effects or better effects than I can get out of shaking up a bottle of stuff and drinking it and waiting for 15 to 20 minutes to have it functioning. So the answer to your question is we have many pathways that we're working on simultaneously. The beauty of this is, as I said in the BASF example, we're not making aspirin, we're making it function better in your body. We believe that's going to be a dynamic thing for all the pharma companies to talk to us about.
Makes sense. So do you see any challenges with that powder-based delivery technology in the prescription drug application, maybe in terms of either compliance or dosage consistency?
Well, that's a great question because that's something we've spent years working on. And that's not something that's simple to do. We've been able to master that. If anybody's mastered it, we've mastered it. And we have gone through multiples of tests to just make certain that our product in its powder form is mixed to a level that is impeccable. It's passed through the barriers of all of the pre-FDA testing. So the answer is we're very comfortable with our both our formulations and our ability to mix and deliver the formulations with precision.
And what do you estimate the high dose trial will cost?
Well, that's a really interesting question because we've spent a lot of time and a fair amount of money getting to here for that test. The current test that we're in is south of $1 million, and we have sufficient funds to cover that test in our bank.
And so since the pre-workout product is a non-prescription, how long do you believe it'll take to have a product ready to market?
Great question. I think we have a product that's ready at this point. We've worked on branding. You saw a little bit about that in the video if you paid attention. The product comes out as a product called Buzz Bomb. And again, it comes in the same type of pack. It'll have some fancy graphics on it, but it comes in the same size of pack. And you'll be able to put that under your tongue 2 minutes before you work out while you're putting on your shoes and head straight over to the equipment, and you'll be starting to feel the effects of a positive workout, pre-workout product.
Sounds great. I'd love a sample. So talk a little bit more about your go-to market strategy for this pre-workout product.
Well, we've explored a lot of different options as we've developed this product, and it's no mystery that you have all kinds of options before you. We have people who want to license or buy the vertical, if you will, from us. We have the opportunity to launch in-house this product, which we're leaning to right now. We have influencers. We have people who are big in the industry working with us. We have a lot of positive things going on in that. So simply put, I can't tell you right at this second exactly which one of those methods we're going to select, but that's going to be happening fairly quickly.
And so how many shares are outstanding currently? And in the float, do you have any long-term debt as well?
We have about 50 million, slightly less than 50 million shares in the issued and outstanding. We have about 6.7 million of those shares in the float. So we have really what I would consider to be a good ratio at this point. We expect to see more shares in the float. We hope to have more shares purchased. There are some shares that come out from time to time. But right now, I think structurally, we have a fairly healthy looking forward process. I've been through this exercise before, and I haven't shared with you, but I've taken 3 other companies to the public markets, 2 of them in excess of $1 billion. One of them approached $2 billion. I've been through this exercise before. I have a pretty good feel. I will tell you that the process that we undertook to be public in this company was a de-SPAC process. And that's why you saw what I call I called it a horrendous erosion, but that's just me because I hadn't experienced that kind of a thing before. But a de-SPAC, you have to expect that thing to happen. They called it in my tutelage of this, they called it the washout period. We're pretty well through that. We've hit a bottom where we are. We've stabilized pretty well. We've traded decent volume as we've gone through the exercise. And I expect we'll develop now a real healthy market.
Absolutely. Well, Kraig, we are out of time. Thank you for this fascinating presentation. Great products. We hope that you come back real soon with some more information.
Great. Watch for our press releases. It's an exciting time at Aspire Biopharma. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone will be right back.